There's a rapid growth in nosophobia parallel with the rapid growth of population in the society. In 1985, there were 5,012 cancer patients found, but in 2005, it was 13,372 according to the statistical research done by the Health Department. Although there is no certain figure of cancer-affected number of patients who may be with any symptom of cancer, yet it is understood it is highly grown, the Ministry of Health confirms. A cancer could be occurred in any part of the human body. In Sri Lanka, it is mainly diagnosed as mouth cancer, breast cancer, lung cancer, cancer in digesting system, and throat cancer. It is also observed that there is a considerable growth of these cancers among Sri Lankan society. In addition to these kinds of cancers, leukemia, blood cancer, and brain cancer were also diagnosed among Sri Lankans. Out of 100 patients, 80% of them are with mouth cancer, breast cancer, cancer in digesting system, etc. Maybe you or your closer suffering from one of those cancers we have already mentioned. If they are not treated when they should be, and if they were not having been directed to the correct path where they should be, what will be their fate? It is a known fact that the government is spending a large sum of money for health ministry when you compare with other ministries, out of which the biggest amount is being spent for cancer patients and for their welfare, the health ministry says. Now you are visualizing the Kandy General Hospital complex, which is only second to the Maharagama Cancer Hospital. A large number of outdoor patients and indoor patients are being treated here. Look at the state of this cancer treatment unit. There's a large number of either cancer affected or with cancer symptoms patients in Sri Lanka. This number is rapidly growing as per data submitted by the Ministry of Health. A quite number of patients are being treated in the Maharagama Cancer Hospital, and there's a huge number of patients willing to get treated from Kandy Cancer Unit, as this unit is situated in a centralized place. I'm from Anuradhapura. I'm being here for cancer treatments earlier and have come back again as I was not well. I'm here with the other cancer patients, and there's no separate place for patients like us. We have to be with other patients as well. I'm from Posellava. I'm suffering from a blood cancer. There are a large number of patients just like me suffering from blood cancer who needs treatments. Very clear that the available space is not at all sufficient in Kandy Hospital for cancer patients whom very often come from Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa, Kagalla, Mavanalla, Nuwareliya, Matale and even from Mullathil and also from Digamadulla. This is a ward with very special patients are being treated. The biggest problem we face here is the problem of insufficient beds availability. Here there are a lot of patients under the beds. Everywhere there are patients. It is worse in the night than during the daytime. When a child comes like mine, there's no bed for them. Most of them are given saline in chairs. There are 2 or 3 patients sharing one bed. The available space is small, but there are a lot of patients. Patients are on the ground as well as on chairs. Saline is given without being seated. The space is not sufficient at all. We are helpless at most of the time. Before they are being treated, we have to give a bed, but there are no beds. So we feel very uneasy as well as the patients. There are conflicts among patients when they need to lay out the mats they use to sleep in the night. Everybody is expecting a bed before medicine. There are about 15,000 patients whom needed treatments for cancer, out of which about 10,000 are being treated in Maharagama Hospital. The balance between 3,500 to 4,000 being treated here. Most significant activity is we cover a large area with less facility and within a small area. Some small children come here. I am 65 years old, but still living. Small children around the age of 4 years are under the beds and on the ground. It is a sin. I am from Polonnaruwa and I am very poor. Sometimes I have no bed and have to sacrifice my bed or some other patient's bed for small people. At that time, that poor patient has to be under the bed. We feel very sorry about small people, but what to do? They carry the saline bottle in hand most of the time. And the staff find very difficult due to lack of space. Though cancer is a deadly disease, here we treat about 100 or more yet. It is sufficient only for 30 or 40 patients. This is the biggest problem we face, and on the other hand, nobody is willing to get back home with the disease. There are a big number of patients to be treated separately. Mostly like patients are with blood cancer. In some instances, we have to keep them on the floor, and with others as there is no way to give a bed or any other remedy. Room availability is almost the same, but number of patients are increasing. There is an increase in cancer-affected patients whom needed treatments immediately. The method of treating is also different in modern world. But the infrastructure facilities are low in this cancer unit here in Kandy, such as clinical facilities and ward facilities. We don't see any progress of development in these sectors. Although cancer is deadly, the patients and the staff find very difficult due to lack of space. Though cancer is a deadly disease, here we treat about 100 or more yet. It is sufficient only for 30 or 40 patients. This is the biggest problem we face, and on the other hand, nobody is willing to get back home with the disease. A cancer patient should not be isolated or neglected or should not be trying to get rid of the society. They should be protected. That is why the government spends such a lot of money. Therefore, what is needed to be done? Those philanthropists from the area, the staff and specialized doctors, we all have come to a conclusion that a new building has to be built as the cancer treatment center in Kandy hospital area. As per the director of Kandy General Hospital, there's a fresh feeling of future life created among cancer patients, though cancer is deadly. We expect 650 million to build a 10-storied building with 350 beds. This message is for those donors of the country as well as for the donors from abroad. By achieving this objective, we will be able to treat cancer patients more systematically and conveniently. This would also be very convenient to the staff. Also, we would expedite treating of 7 provinces. We cordially welcome donors from all over the world to make this a success. Out of 10-storied building, we expect to have 3 stories mainly for active treatments. 3 of them are down floors. 4th floor is the level floor with parking facilities. Beyond that, there will be 7 floors. There will be male wards as well as female wards. Also, there will be a pediatrician unit, gynecological unit, surgical unit, and an ICU. There will be a lift and 350 beds.
ICU එක බෝන් මැරෝ ට්‍රාන්ස්ප්ලාන්ට් යුනිට් එක ඔක්කොම එනවා මේක බෙඩ් 350ක් විශාල කොටසක් එක්ක දෙනවා.
To build this 10-storied building, a lot of donors from the famous trade society and governmental organizations have already given their consent in making donations. As a result, the new cancer unit will be able to build with a surgical unit, ICU, a radioactive treatment plant, and also well equipped with all modern facilities, whatever needed to be treated for cancer affected patients. Also, there will be an opportunity to treat different identified cancer affected patients separately. Clinical facilities for outdoor patients, accommodation facilities, parking facilities also proposed in this project. There's a lot of people dying due to lack of facilities. We are very grateful of donors who wish to donate for this unique activity and pray it should be a success. If this is the real situation, a remarkable good thing going to happen. Those who could afford to spend more are going to Maharagama. Those who are capable of spending more than that are going to Apollo in India. Some are capable enough to go beyond that, maybe to America or to a Western country. But the question is with the ordinary people, but not with them. Therefore, the benefit of having this building is actually for the benefit of the ordinary people.